Whoa. Full house, Katie.
All right. What's your name? Alexis. Alexis, I met you. Yeah? Okay. Okay, friends. Okay, Sunday yogis, we did it. We're all in this room. It's a small miracle. Yeah, I guess it's been a minute. I haven't taught this class for like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks at least. Missed you guys. Yeah, as far as special announcements, let me think if I have anything coming up. Actually, I really don't that I can think of. I have a couple spots left in my Bear Lake retreat that's coming up. It's June 20th to 22nd, so it's just a Friday to a Sunday. Super easy to just zoom down, zoom back for the weekend. There's some flyers on the little coffee table out there if you want to grab one on your way out, and they have a QR code you can scan, takes you to my website, gives you all the details. And then other than that, I have Sedona. I have a retreat in Sedona in October, so a little while, but if you are a planner, you could check that one out as well. So other than that, I think let's just do some yoga. Any questions before we start? No good? Okay. Comfortable seat if you're not already there. And if you are already there, you might just kind of move around a little bit, adjust a little bit. If you want to stretch even a little bit, you could take your arms up, you could twist, you could roll your shoulders around. So anything just to kind of feel your physical body immediately a little bit more. And then as you are ready, just find stillness, settle in. So you can either rest your hands in your lap, or if you'd like, you could bring your hands to your heart, or you could even bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes or soften and lower your gaze. So if you prefer to keep your eyes open, gaze down at the tip of your nose. So start to bring your awareness from outside, what's going on outside of you, to more inside, what's going on inside of you. What physical sensations are present for you in your body as you sit? And energetically, how are you this morning? Do you feel full of energy, ready to move, maybe even a little bit anxious? Maybe you feel really tired. Maybe it was hard to get yourself up this morning, get to the studio. So just noticing, what's my energy like? Maybe there's a color that you visualize your energy just flowing around inside of you. And also just notice any emotions. So emotions that maybe were stirred up this morning or on your way to the studio, or maybe they're emotions that have been there a little while, just kind of hanging out. And take time right now to just notice everything that is right here, right now, already. So you're not changing anything, you're not controlling anything, you're not fixing anything, you're just becoming the witness. And with this extra awareness, start to bring more awareness to your breath. So you might visualize your breath using your imagination. You might just feel into your breath. So feel into the expansion of each inhale, and the contraction, the letting go of each exhale. And then very intentionally with your next inhalation, just fill up as big as you can. And then when you think you're completely full, pause, hold, keep holding your breath. See if you can soften a little bit around your held breath. And then open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Ah. Very nice. Do that a couple more times. So great big inhale. Every little space inside of you expands. Hold. This time as you hold, see if you can take one little extra sip, like a teaspoon more. Open mouth, sigh, release. Ah, good. And then one more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Get as full as you can, hold in that fullness. Take your extra little sip, maybe even two this time. And then big sigh, let it go. Good job. So now begin to drop into what we call ujjayi breath. So ujjayi is in and out through your mouth, or excuse me, in and out through your nose. So your mouth is closed, your lips are sealed. The breath moves through your nostrils, but it's different than a typical nostril breath, very different. You don't hear it, you don't feel it so much as it moves through just your nostrils, but you hear it and you feel it a lot as it moves through the back of your throat. So you're constricting the muscles in the back of your throat, the same muscles you use when you hum, when you whisper, or when you gasp. And you're using these muscles to regulate your breath, to slow it down and to smooth it out. So the same way we would pinch a balloon to let the air out slowly, that's what we're doing with these muscles in the back of our throat. That's what we're doing with our breath. The inhale is like you're taking a super, super deep, slow motion gasp. Comes all the way down from your belly, from your diaphragm. The exhale, it's slow and steady, all the way to empty. It's like you're fogging up a window, but your lips are sealed over the breath. So you start to essentially fog up a window on the inside of your body, build a little bit of heat inside just by breathing in this way. So please feel free to stay right here a little longer, and also feel free to come back to this place at any time if you just want a moment to reconnect. If you are ready to start moving, come forward to your hands and your knees, tabletop position. And use your ujjayi breath to just explore in any way you would like from your hands and your knees. So that might be cat-cows. That's always a good place to start. And then from there, you can get a little more creative. You can circle your hips all the way around. You can sit back into a child's pose. And I did forget to mention, I have one of my yoga teacher trainees in the back corner just observing today. She's not observing you, she's observing me, so don't get nervous. Also, just quickly, question from me to you. If you feel like you don't want to be touched today, you would like no hands-on adjustments, absolutely fine. I don't take it personal, but just let me know by lifting one of your arms in the air. It doesn't have to be super high. I'll look for a raise of the hand in the air. Okay, perfect. So continue your exploration from your hands and your knees for a few more rounds of breath. And notice, now that you've started moving, what happened to your breath? Did you lose track of it? Did it become shallow? Can you still hear it? Can you still feel it? Can you use it to guide your movement and to create space that was not there before? As you are ready, my friends, downward facing dog is our eventual destination, so you can start your own transition back whenever you would like. So please, no rush. Get there in your own time and in your own way. Nice job. Once you're back in your dog pose, friends, keep feeling around, keep exploring. So you might pedal out your heels. You might give your head a little shake or a little nod. Maybe it feels nice to bend your knees a lot. And while you're on your tiptoes, you can really push into your fingertips and lift your hips up and back. So I always say it. Thanks, Erin. Imagine there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So feel that lift that comes from your center. Your hands forward again. Just bend your knees a lot. Yeah, and then lift your hips. Yeah, then you can start to straighten your legs, but don't walk your hands back. Perfect. Take one more big inhale, friends, into your down dog. And as you exhale, look to the top of your mat, however you would like to get there. Forward fold, top of your space. Once you've arrived in your forward fold, just give yourself a few rounds there. So I would encourage feet at least hips width distance apart for this first forward fold. This gives your pelvis and your hips more space. Make sure all of your toes are facing forward. You can have a little or a big bend in your knees. Let your head be heavy. Let your neck relax. So focus once again on that invisible rope attached to your belly button. It's now pulling straight up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. Yes. So even if you're bending your knees a lot, you're using your core to lift your butt up and reach the crown of your head down. Weight is just ever so slightly forward, so less in your heels, more in the pads of your toes and the balls of your feet. Next time you breathe in, come to a halfway lift position. So get all the rounding out of your back. Nice job, front row. As you exhale, release into your fold. Do that one more time. Inhale to a halfway lift. So really stick your butt out and even press back through the tops of your thighs. See if you can feel your sit bones broaden. Exhale, fold, let it go. And this time, we'll take it all the way up. So rise, inhale, arms extend, reach up. And as you exhale, gather your hands to your heart center. Flow with your breath for a moment. Inhale, high mountain. If you don't have a lot of space around you, you can bring your hands to your third eye center, prayer position as you slowly dive down. So see if you can lead with your heart, traction out your spine. Beautiful, Andrea. Then fold it. Inhale, spinal extension, nice and long. Shoulder blades hug towards your spine, nice M. And as you exhale, let it go. Refold. Beautiful breath. Press into your feet. Lead with your heart. Rise back up. Big bend in the knees might feel real good. Inhale, reach up, stretch tall. So now you can straighten your legs. Hands to your heart center. Exhale. Try that one more time. So much awareness. Inhale, reach up. See if you can take the entire length of your exhalation, hinge at your hips, slow dive. So traction out your spine and your side bodies. Beautiful. As you breathe in, come to your halfway lift position, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, all the way back up. Arms extend with your in-breath, so feel all that length. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's start adding on a little bit. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale this time, bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down so your shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. And then rather than locking out your elbows and hyperextending through your joints, bend your elbows, maybe even a lot, and see if you can suction cup your palms together. Now with your palms suction cupped together, now imagine your elbows are magnetized. So keep a bend in them and try to squeeze them closer. Imagine now that just your fingers are super glued together and you're trying to pull just your fingers apart. So keep all of that. And if you can, start to reach your hands back away from your body. And maybe even add a little baby back bend. So press your hips forward, but hug in with your inner thighs like you're hugging an invisible yoga block. Puff up your chest, tilt your chin up. Try not to let your head just collapse back. So you want to feel strength in the sides of your neck. Take one more big inhale. Keep your hands clasped, hinge at your hips, maybe big bend in your knees all the way down into your fold. So relax your neck, let your head hang. Big bend in the knees might be helpful. I will say it a million times in yoga, bend your knees. Nobody likes to bend their knees in yoga. You would get so much more out of so many poses if you just bent your knees. So get curious about that today, maybe in a new way. See if you can lift your knuckles up higher, and then see if you can lift your sit bones up higher. Relax your neck more, crown of your head towards the ground, butt towards the sky. One more in-breath. Awesome job. Nice, Eileen. As you exhale, hands to your low back. Then release your clasp. Nice and easy. Let your arms dangle. Give them a little shaky shake. Ujjayi. Inhale, halfway lift. Realign. Exhale this time, plant your hands, plank position, so feet to the back of your yoga mat. Pause right here and check in. Spread your fingers super, super wide and really push into the ground like you're pushing the ground away. See if you can keep that. Take little baby rocks forward and back like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body. And then in your yoga plank, your hips are level with your shoulders. So rather than tucking your butt, hips stay level with your shoulders. Find this little tilt in your pelvis. Instead of sticking your butt up, tilt your pelvis down. Take one more inhale at the top of your push-up. Perfect. And then as you exhale, one strong straight line, slowly lower. Slow, slow, slow. Good job. Find any heart opener of your choice. So lift your heart, stretch your front body. Take your time. Then as you are ready, downward facing dog. Beautiful, friends. Good awareness. So if you are ever unsure, how far apart should my hands and feet be in down dog? Good way to measure. Come forward to a plank position like you're going to do a push-up. Without moving your hands or your feet, just lift your hips, press them back. Probably bend your knees a little or a lot. Yes. Nice, Jacob. So when you give yourself that space, rather than walking your hands back or your feet forward, all of a sudden, you can work your down dog in so many different ways. So this pose, down dog, we do it so many times every single practice. There's a million ways you can refine it. There are a million ways you can be more efficient in your own body. So rather than tuning out, tune in. See what you can find. Big, spacious breath. Take one more inhale. Good job. And as you exhale, look to the top of your mat, however you'd like to get there. Forward fold once again. This time straight into your halfway lift position. Lengthen. Exhale, let it go and fold. Root through your feet. Rise all the way up. Arms extend as you inhale. Hands to heart as you exhale. All right, inhale, arms reach up. And then as you exhale this time, let's sit back into a chair plane pose. So bend your knees, sit back and reach back. So your arms swing back, but rather than rounding and looking down at the ground, try to keep your heart in a cobra position. Feel your back muscles hug around your spine. Yeah, so good. You might even bend your elbows like we did when we had our hands clasped. And then imagine your elbows are magnetized behind your back. See if you can feel your back strength even more. You are welcome to stay here or balance challenge, float up to your tiptoes. Nice, Anya. So as you float up to your tiptoes, now you have more range of motion in your legs. Maybe sit a little lower. Beautiful. One last deep breath. Stay on your tiptoes if you want to. High mountain, breathe in as tall as you can grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you take your dive down. So stick your butt out and use your core to help you balance. It's an exaggeration of what you want to feel every single time. Beautiful. Heels on the ground for your halfway lift. Inhale. Nice, Mary Jo. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Take your vinyasa however you would like. Do it with awareness. You can take it on your knees. You can always skip it if you'd rather. Once you're back, down dog, ujjayi breath. Nice poses, friends. Good awareness in your down dog. Bend your knees and then lift your hips. Yeah, good. Take an inhale and send your right leg to the sky. Beautiful. If you would like, you can explore a bit. You can open your hip. You can roll out your ankle. Maybe take some circles with your right knee. If you want to keep your hips square and your right leg long, strong, powerful, that's also perfect. So just be in your three-legged dog and feel whatever there is to feel. See if you can be really efficient in your own body. Press through both hands, lift through your center. Everyone, one more inhale. Take your right leg really high. And as you exhale, keep your hips high, knee towards your nose. So round your back, hollow out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in, push the ground away. Nice, Callie. And then step through as soft as possible, low lunge. Slow rise to crescent lunge. Nice job. So strong through your legs. All of your toes face forward. You're hugging towards midline. So your front hip is pulling back. Your back hip is pulling forward energetically, even more. You might even shorten your stance a bit. So instead of being really low, you can feel strong and powerful in your legs. So your legs in this pose are your foundation. If you're sinking into your legs and you feel shaky like you're going to fall over, instead of sinking down, hug in. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. You feel like you could hold this all day long. You feel like if somebody came over, tried to push you over, you wouldn't even move. You are so strong through your legs. Your upper body then is your expression. So feel into it, into your fingers. Be intentional with your gaze, with your face. Take one more inhale. Nice, Trish. As you exhale, my friends, swing your arms back and hinge forward. So just like when we were in our chair a moment ago, same thing. You might squeeze your elbows towards one another behind you. Keep a little lift in your heart. Keep pulling your right butt cheek back and feel your inner thighs squeeze. You can stay here or full airplane. So right foot is your foundation, back leg floats up. Yes, beautiful. Think of a smiley face shape from the crown of your head back to your heel. Hips are square. Bend in the standing leg might be super helpful. Nice, Jill. Active through your back toes. One last round. Really good. Bring it back to a crescent lunge. Soft landing if possible. Breathe in. Exhale. Bring your hands to the earth. We're going to throw in what's called horizon lunge here. So reach your right arm forward, up, and then pivot all of your toes towards the right side of the room. You're now on the outer edge of your back foot. Let your hips come down as you reach your right arm back. So from here, we're gonna hold for a moment. Sometimes I like to make this a nice stretch. I bring my right hand to the inside of my right knee, just kind of press back gently. Sometimes I like a little more strength work. So if you want more strength work, you can lift your hips up, reach up and forward, lower your hips down, do that a few times. Or you could even hold in that modified plank variation. Nice, Tom. Yeah. So feel into your pose and see what you can find. I don't teach this one very often, so it might feel different. It might feel uncomfortable. It might feel awkward. Be with that. Get curious about it rather than just deciding you don't like it. Take one or two more deep breaths. Good job. Next time you breathe in, we're just going to rewind out of that. So inhale, reach up, forward and down. Come back into your low lunge so your toes face forward. And then for right now, we won't do this in our breath to movement flow, but right now walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat. So coming into a wide-legged straddle. And I know we're crowded in here, so I'm not going to have you do a halfway lift, but you can take one on your own if you want. Just give yourself about 5 to 7 rounds. Working this posture in any way you would like to. So you can just hang out and breathe, or maybe you want to be a little more playful, a little more curious. Big, deep breaths. So good, girl. And anytime you want, open mouth sigh is more than welcome. If you are working somewhere, begin to wrap it up. And then everybody bring your hands or fingertips to the ground if they're not already there. Start to crawl your hands to the front of your mat so you're back in that low lunge position. From your low lunge position, nice and easy, just step your back foot forward, forward fold. All right, bring your big toes together until they touch, little gap in between your heels. And then tuck and curl, little tiny potato bug ball. So butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. Yes, and you can choose to try to press your heels down. That will work your ankle flexibility. You could also choose to lift your heels up as high as you can. The higher you can get your heels, the lower you can get your butt, and the closer you can get your nose to your knees. So you're getting as small and compact as possible. You might even wrap your arms around your shins and squeeze. See if you can feel your breath in your back body, especially all the way to empty as you exhale. So nice, everyone. Awesome, Eric. Next time you breathe in, find your halfway lift. So set your heels down, stick your butt out and lengthen. If you want, you can widen your feet. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet and rise. Inhale, arms extend overhead. Now take a pause right here. You're going to root into your right foot, float your left knee up into space for standing staff. So right foot grounds down, left knee lifts up. Hug in with your inner thighs. Flex your left toes. So flex your toes back towards your shin. Beautiful, nice job. Focus your gaze on something in front of you that's not moving. One more in-breath. As you exhale, figure 4 with your legs, swing your arms back like you're in chair plane again. So your butt goes back, weight is in your right heel, and where you will go when we flow is right here. Arm swing back, one-legged chair. But for right now, if you want to explore, go for it. So maybe you turn this into some sort of forward fold variation, twist. If you want to play with an arm balance, you're welcome to. If you fall in and out of this pose 10 times, perfect. Meet yourself right there. If you are holding the pose, that one-legged chair, make sure your weight is in your heel and your butt is going back rather than your knee coming forward. Good. Last couple of rounds wherever you're working. You guys are doing great. Nice job. See if possibly you can stay balanced on your right foot. Come back to that standing staff position. If you want more, extend your left leg forward. Try not to lean back. Press through your heel. One more inhale. As you exhale, slow motion, low lunge. So left toes to the back of your mat. See if you can land with fingers and toes at the same time. Now, just for funsies, we're going to go back and forth. So right foot roots down. Come all the way up, back to your standing staff. You might extend your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Go back and forth at your own pace through these two poses. Focused and alert, yet calm and relaxed all at the same time. Slow, intentional movement. And if you get frustrated, if you get bored, notice that too. Be with it. Get curious about it. Let the heat build in your right leg. So you're really rooting into your right foot as you lift and lower. You're using your connection to your core to help you balance. Next time you land in your low lunge, my friends, stay there. Once you are in low lunge, take a moment to adjust your legs if you need, and then bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot all the way out to the width of your mat, really, really wide. Sometimes I even bring my right foot off my mat onto the hardwood floor. So make sure you have plenty of space to work with. Make sure your front knee is not in front of your ankle, but above or behind it. And then from here, there's a lot of ways you can work this pose. You can either let your back knee come down, let your hips melt down, and try to lift your heart up. If you take that variation, try not to collapse too much weight over to your left. And also try not to put too much weight in your hands. So your hands are just there to help and give you a little bit of support. If you would like something different, you can keep your hips lifted really high and start to lower your heart down. Same thing, try not to collapse over to your left side. Encourage your weight to the right and into your hips rather than your hands and your arms. Yeah, really good. If there's another variation you want to work with, you're more than welcome to. Give it about 3 or 4 more deep breaths. Nice work. Your right toes might pivot out to the right. That's perfectly fine. You also might roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Just keep your ankles strong. So you do want your right knee to track out rather than collapse in. You guys look great. Last couple of breaths. Maybe a big open mouth sigh. Good work. Come back up to your hands if you're not there already. Bring your right foot back to midline so you're framing it. If you do have your back knee down, lift it up. Now listen, 3-legged down dog. Take your right leg back and up. Right leg back and up. Open your right hip. So right leg back and up. Yes, that's it. Good job. Open your right hip. Squeeze through your outer right butt cheek. Good. Stay here if you prefer. Otherwise, one more inhale here. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Push the ground away. Try not to let your hips drop. Inhale, back up, 3-legged. Open your hip if you can. Feel that articulation. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. So aim high. Try not to let your butt drop once again. Yes. Inhale, back up. This time, square hips, square hips. Exhale, rock forward, plank to chaturanga. You can take it as 3-legged, or you can take it with your toes down, with your knees down. See you in down dog. Big, spacious breath. Ujjayi breath. You want a big open mouth sigh. Give it to yourself. So check back in. Notice how you feel. Even notice your thoughts. Notice how your mind speaks to you when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're bored, or when you feel really good, maybe. So how do you feel today? And you're not trying to change it. You're not even judging it. You're just observing, getting curious. Inhale your left leg to the sky. You feel free to explore a bit, to open your hip, roll out your ankle, circle your knee around. As you explore, make sure you don't collapse. So you're not collapsing into your right wrist or your right shoulder. Both hands, both shoulders are square and strong. You're not collapsing into your outer right hip. Your right inner thigh is hugging in. Your belly button is lifting up. Take one more inhale, left leg long, strong, powerful. Good, Christina. As you exhale, hips stay high, knee towards your nose, round your back. Hips are high as you can get them on your back tiptoes, and then step forward softly. Yes. Rise slowly, crescent lunge. So once again, you might shorten your stance a little bit so that you can get that really stable foundation through your legs. So if your legs feel like, oh, there's so much strength work happening, I'm shaking, I can't hold this very long, then probably shorten your stance a bit. Hug in, front hip pulls back hip pulls forward, and automatically that should give you a little tone in your belly. So if you feel like you're flaring your ribs forward, letting go through your belly, draw your belly button in and up and find a brace around your middle. You should feel that always here. Take one more inhale, maybe reach a little higher or gaze up. And then as you exhale, hinge forward, reach back. So airplane lunge first to swing your arms back and feel your back muscles engage. Nice, Beth. Feel your connection to your center. So your inner thighs hug in, your belly button pulls in and up. And then as you are ready, if you would like to, full airplane, back foot floats up. Yes, nice, Charles. Keep your back muscles squeezing in. Awesome, Bree. Keep your back toes active. Try to spread them apart. So that smiley face shape is what we're going for. Lift your heart by using your back strength. Lift your heel by using your inner thigh strength. Last round. So nice. Come back, soft landing if possible. Inhale, nice Sala. Crescent lunge here. And then as you exhale, hands to the earth. Horizon lunge. Take your left arm forward, up. Spin your toes towards the windows. Both sets of toes, and then left arm reaches back as your hips come down. So sometimes I think this feels really nice as a hip stretch and a side body stretch. So you might stay here, work it as a stretchy pose, or you can make it more into a strength posture. You can lift your hips, reach up and forward, and set them back down. Do that a few times, or you can just hold. So you do you on this side. Doesn't necessarily have to be what you did on the other. Nice, Ali. Beautiful, friends. Big, deep breaths. Couple more. Let's rewind. So next time you breathe in, left arm reaches up, hips lift up, and then come back to that low lunge. So your toes face forward now. Walk your hands to the right long edge of your mat, wide-legged straddle position. So parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Anywhere you want to take this for a few rounds of breath. So once again, something completely different than the other side is more than welcome, or you can do the same thing. Just stay in your body. Stay with sensation. Stay with your slow, intentional breath. Open mouth sighs at any time. So if it feels like too much, you're too hot, there's too much sensation, there's too much energy, give it somewhere to go. Sigh it out to your mouth. So good, my friends. Start to wrap it up if you're working somewhere. And then fingertips on the ground if they're not there already. Walk your hands to the top of your space, low lunge position. And then just nice and easy, step your back foot forward, forward fold, top of your mat. Once you have arrived, bring your big toes together again, little gap in between your heels, little tiny potato bug ball, tuck and curl. So you can stay in your little tiny potato bug ball like we did last time. If you want something different, if you want a challenge, toe stand. So hug in with your inner thighs, inner knees, inner heels. Try to point your knees straight forward and then bring your hands to your heart center. Nice, okay? So balancing on your tiptoes. And then only if you would want, you could be playful here with crow pose. Plant your hands out in front of you, work your knees up on your triceps, lift your waistline really high, and then use your arms as shelves. So you bend your elbows, lean forward, maybe pick up one foot, maybe both feet. Maybe your big toes touch behind you. So really lifting from your waistline, wherever you are at your pose. Couple more rounds of breath. Ah, nice, Nan. Good, everyone. Next inhalation, halfway lift position. So set your heels down, stick your butt out and lengthen. Awesome, Anya. Exhale, fold. You can widen your stance if you want. Rise all the way up. Inhale, arms reach up, high mountain. Pause in your high mountain. So notice for a moment, how are you standing? Are your ribs flaring forward? Is your butt sticking out? If so, can you find a more neutral pelvis, more neutral spine? Maybe you're doing the exact opposite. Maybe your tailbone's tucking under, your upper back's rounding. How can you be in more optimal alignment just as you stand with your arms reaching up? Left foot is your base. Float your left knee up. Good. So left knee lifts right knee lifts and right toes flex back and active. So dorsal flexion, even your little baby pinky toe, if possible, is flexing back towards your shin. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, figure four, that one-legged chair. Swing your arms back behind you. So flexion through your right toes as you bring your outer ankle to your thigh. Remember, weight is in your heel and your butt is going back rather than your knee coming forward. Arms reach back when we flow, but for right now, feel free to explore. So if there's any way you'd like to play on this side, go for it. If that means you fall out, awesome. If you fall out of the pose, that means you're challenging yourself. So meet yourself there. This is not a performance. We're not here to impress anybody. We're just here to meet ourselves right where we're at and to connect. So connect with yourself. What's going on inside? Sensations, pulsations, thoughts, energy, emotions. Next breath or two, start to find your way back to your standing staff. So if at all possible, stay balanced on your left foot, lift your right knee. If you want a modification, you can bring both feet to the ground. You'll be in a high mountain again. Otherwise, standing staff, option to extend your right leg forward for more. One more in breath. Exhale, slow motion, low lunge. So right toes to the back of your mat. See if you can touch fingertips and toes at the exact same time. Back and forth, just like that. So inhale, rise slowly. Root into your left foot as you rise. And slowly take it back into your low lunge. Connect to your center as you move from pose to pose. So ideally, we want our core to be what is holding us as we transition as much as possible. So we don't feel like we're just flopping around. We feel like we're moving from our center. Slow, intentional movement. Allow that heat to build. Nice reach in your left leg. Awesome, Mary Jo. Take one or two more rounds. Nice, Alexis. Once you are in low lunge, or next time you're in low lunge, stay there. If you need to make any adjustments, like widening your stance, elongating your stance, please feel free. And then hands to the inside of left foot. Walk your left foot out to the width of your mat, very wide. And from here, you choose, do you want to melt your hips down, lift your heart up? Or do you want to melt your heart down, lift your hips up? Both variations, keep your front knee on top of or behind your ankle. Both variations, try not to collapse your weight over to the right, but encourage your weight to the left. You guys look so good. If your front knee is coming forward of your ankle, walk your front foot further forward. You can pivot your left toes out. You can roll into the outer edge of your left foot. And then just feel whatever's there. Even if it's super uncomfortable, it's only temporary. Breathe into it. Soften around it. About 3 more huge deep breaths. Good. Awesome work, my friends. If you want your last exhale, let it be a big sigh out your mouth. Lift back up to your hands if you're not already there. Lift your back knee up and then work your left foot back to midline so you're framing it. 3-legged down dog. Left leg to the sky. 3-legged down dog. Once your left leg is reaching up, open your hip up. So bend your knee and reach your knee out and up towards the ceiling. It's like your left hip is a hinge on a door and your left leg is the door. It just swings open. So it's coming from your left hip, not from your shoulders, not from your hands. Take one more inhale here. You can stay or exhale, left knee, right elbow, that little twist, push the ground away. Awesome. Inhale back up. Open your hip if you can. Exhale left to left, aim high. Yes, inhale 3-legged, square hips, long through your left leg. Exhale straight to down dog or rock forward, chaturanga, slowly. See you in downward facing dog. Big, deep breaths. And actually, my friends, if you do want a child's pose or any other resting pose, now is a great time. So feel free to give yourself a moment to rest, to reconnect. Yeah, maybe you need a drink, maybe you want to towel off. So now we are going to move through that exact same sequence we just did. We're going to go a little faster. We'll move 1 breath, 1 movement. It does not mean we speed through it as fast as we can just to get it over with and we forget to breathe. So it means the exact opposite. We are going to move super slowly, super intentionally. We are going to move with our slow, intentional breaths. If at any time you feel like I'm cueing really slow, see if you can breathe slower. See if you can breathe bigger. See if you can move with your big, deep breaths. Transition with your slow, deep breaths. If at any time you just want a little break, of course, that is fine. You can always do your own thing. If you're coming with me, downward facing dog, ujjayi breath. Fire it back up. Okay, great big inhalation as you push the ground away. Lift your hips super high. Exhale, gaze forward. However you'd like to get there. Top of your space, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet. Let's take it all the way up. Arms overhead. Inhale, big stretch. Hands to heart. Exhale. Here we go. Let's flow. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, chair plane or lift to your tiptoes, drinking bird. Stay on your tiptoes if you want. High mountain, super tall as you can grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you take your dive down. So stick your butt out and eventually let it go. Fold it. Halfway lift, heels on the ground now. As you exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. So try to keep that exhale going or even hold empty as you lower. Inhale, peel your heart open. Beautiful. Nice, Eric. Exhale, down dog. Right leg to the sky with your in-breath. Use your strong core. Exhale, right foot through. Low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Strong legs as you rise. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Nice, Trish. Exhale. You choose airplane lunge or full airplane. So fly if you want to. Beautiful. Awesome, Andrea. Inhale, come back. Crescent, soft landing if possible. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Horizon lunge. Breathe in, reach up and back. Your toes face the right wall. And exhale, reach up, forward, and down. So just rewinding. Now from here, top of your space, breathe into your halfway lift. So step forward, lengthen out, bring your big toes together. Exhale, tuck and curl, little tiny potato bug ball all the way to empty, get small. Inhale, back to your halfway lift position. Stick your butt out, lengthen, realign. Fold as you exhale. Root through your feet and let's rise. Inhale, reach up, lift your left knee up, flex your toes. Exhale, figure four with your chair plane arms. So sit back, reach back, get low. Inhale, reach high, come back to standing staff. Left knee lifts, reach up, maybe even extend your left leg. And then slow motion, low lunge. See if you can land softly, fingers and toes at the same time. Inhale, three-legged down dog, right leg up and back. Open up your hip. Please feel free to stay and hold or exhale, right knee, left elbow if you want some core. Three-legged dog, open your hip. Breathe in. Right knee, right armpit. Try not to let your butt sink at all. Inhale, three-legged dog, square hips. And exhale straight to down dog or come forward, your variation, plank to chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, lift your hips. Beautiful. Left leg to the sky with your inhale. Hips stay high. Step forward as you exhale, as soft as you can. Then rise up to crescent. Strong legs. Inhale, reach, gaze up. Exhale, airplane lunge or fly. Try to keep your hips square, that smiley face shape through your body. Yes. Come back, soft landing. Inhale, crescents. Very nice. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, horizon, reach forward. Toes face the windows. As you reach back, let your hips sink down. And then just rewind. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, halfway lift. So step forward, lengthen your spine, stick out your butt. Bring your big toes together, tuck and curl. Get small and compact all the way to emptiness. Beautiful, halfway lift. Once again, stick your butt out and lengthen. Exhale, bow deeply, fold. Root through your feet, take it all the way up. Inhale, reach up, float your right knee up, flex your toes. Exhale, figure four with your chair plane arms, sit back, butt back. Inhale, standing staff, maybe extend right leg. Nice, Ryan. And as you exhale, slow motion, soft landing in your low lunge. Right toes to the back of your mat, hands to the ground. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Open up your left hip. Peel it open. Stay here and hold. Or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Nice, Beth. Inhale, three-legged dog. Open your hip one more time. Right, or excuse me, left to left. Aim for your armpit. Awesome, Eileen. Inhale, back up. This time, square off your hips, long through your left leg. Straight to down dog or rock forward, chaturanga. Beautiful. Lift your heart as you inhale. Nice, Charles. Nice, Kim. Lift your hips, down dog. Take just a moment, maybe a couple big sighs out your mouth. Just feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice, not judging, not even trying to figure anything out, just observing. Yes, so good, everyone. We'll go through that flow once more. This time I'm gonna change up a few things. So stay present, just like you've been doing. Listen to my cues. They are invitations. So take what works, leave the rest behind. If you are coming with me, inhale, downward facing dog, hips high. I love bending my knees in down dog. Maybe you try it. Exhale, look forward, step or float. Yes, so if you were bending your knees, now you can pounce forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Nice, Alexis, exhale, let it go. All the way up, slow rise, reach up, inhale. And then reconnect with yourself, hands to your heart, exhale. Here we go, listen carefully, inhale, reach up. Side body stretch of your choice to your right, send your hips to your left, like a crescent moon. Inhale back through center. Other side, so sway your hips right, arms reach towards the windows. Back to center, inhale. Listen, as you exhale, cactus your arms, puff up your heart, baby back bend. Tone your belly to support low back. Inhale, re-extend, realign, reach. Now exhale, chair, plane, or drinking bird. Bend your knees, swing your arms back, possibly float to tiptoes. Nice shake up, inhale, high mountain. Maybe staying on your tiptoes. Beautiful. Possibly stay on your tiptoes as you dive down. One last time, balance challenge. So you want to feel this every time you dive. It's just an exaggeration. Halfway lift, heels on the ground as you inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. So try to keep that exhale going as you lower down. Heart lifts, breathe in, shoulders back and down. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale your right leg high. Use your strong core, step through softly, low lunge. Rise slowly, crescent lunge. Now listen here. Exhale, turbo lunge. Bend your back knee, bend your elbows. Optional back bend if you'd like to take it. Curl open. Inhale, come back to crescent. Option to extend both legs. Squeeze through the front of your thighs. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the ground. Inhale, horizon, reach forward, up, and all the way back. And then just rewind as you exhale, reach up, forward, all the way down. Now listen, standing splits, right foot is your base, lift your left leg. So be in your standing splits for a moment. You can stay right here and just hold, relax your neck, let your head be heavy, just like a one-legged forward fold, that's all it is. If you wanna play, you could play with floating up to your right tiptoes. You could play with handstand hops. You could play with Shiva squats. So you do you for about 3 more. Yeah, good. Stay active through your left toes. Try to get them to spread. One more big inhale, everybody. See if you can go straight into your tiny little potato bug ball. Exhale all the way to empty. Tuck and curl. Good job. Halfway lift, heels down, spine long. Exhale, bow and fold. Root to rise. So take it all the way up. Inhale, reach up, float your left knee up. Listen. Eagle pose this time. Left knee on top, left elbow on the bottom. So swing your left elbow underneath and wrap your arms together. If that feels like too much, can't quite get it, just grab the backs of your shoulders instead. Squeeze through your legs and sit back. Weight as much as possible in your heel. Squeeze, 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 and then lift your elbows up and away from your chest. Gaze right through your arms. Eagle pose. What does the energy of an eagle feel like? Embody it. Breathe it through you. One more round. Sit a little bit lower. Inhale, standing staff. Everything unwinds. Extend your arms up, maybe left leg forward. And then exhale, slow motion into your low lunge. Land softly if possible. Beautiful. 3-legged down dog. Right leg to the sky. Open your hip. One more time if you want the extra core. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Nice, Aaron. Inhale, back up. Open your hip. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Now listen. Inhale, back up. Open your hip. Only if you want to. Flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind. Right arm reaches forward or right hand behind your head. Nice job. Your heart wants to look at the front wall. See if you can let it. Lift your hips and feel your back muscles engage. Last big in breath. Beautiful. Come back, regular down dog. Walk out your dog. So both feet on the ground, just walk it out. Please feel free to stay. Keep walking it out. Or if you want, inhale, rock forward, high plank. Option to hover right leg. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders back and down. Nice, Paul. Exhale, everybody, downward facing dog. You've got one more side. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Step through as soft as possible. Use your core. Very good. Rise, crescent, breathe in. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Stay and hold or turbo lunge. Cactus your arms, bend your back knee. Option to add that back bend. Beautiful. Nice breathe as you inhale. Awesome, Tom. Back to crescent. Maybe you extend your legs. Exhale, hands to the earth. Nice, Trish. Horizon. Inhale, left arm forward, up, back. Your toes face the windows. Good job. And then reverse it. Exhale, up, forward, down, low lunge. And then this time, standing splits, left foot roots, right leg lifts. All it is, nice K, is a one-legged forward fold. So don't psych yourself out. Does not have to look anything even close to the splits. Relax your neck like you would in a forward fold. Your weight is in your left foot. Your core is lifting you up. Try not to put lots of weight in your hands unless you're going to work with handstand. Otherwise, your hands are just there to help with balance a little bit. Choose to play however you want on this side for a few more breaths. Ah, so good. If you're super uncomfortable, be with it, breathe into it, soften around it. Take one more big inhale, lift your right leg high. See if you can come straight into your little tiny potato bug ball as you exhale all the way to empty. So nice. Halfway lift, breathe in, stick your butt out. Exhale, fold. We're almost there. Stick with me. Inhale, rise up, reach up, lift your right knee up. Exhale, eagle pose. Right knee on top, right elbow on bottom. Wrap your arms together. If you can't get that wrap, grab the backs of your shoulders. Perfectly fine. Squeeze through your inner thighs. If you can't get the wrap of your toes around your calf, no biggie. Just keep your toes active. Sit back, squeeze. Lift your elbows up and away from your chest. Gaze right through your arms. You are an eagle. What does it feel like? Breathe that energy through every little space. One last round. Nice, Andrea. Inhale, standing staff, unwind. Maybe extend your right leg forward. And then one last time, slow motion, low lunge, land softly. Beautiful. Three-legged down dog, left leg back and up. Open up your hip, stay or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Last time, these little Nita elbows. Inhale, three-legged, open up your hip. Exhale, left to left, aim as high as you can. Awesome, Sala. Inhale, back up, open your hip up. And then this time, option to flip your dog. Left foot comes down, left arm reaches forward. Beautiful. So lift your hips and use your back muscles to support you. Back muscles hug around your spine. One last in-breath. Nice, Callie. As you exhale, bring it back, regular down dog, everybody. Walk it out. Please feel free to keep walking it out. Or inhale, rock forward, high plank. Hover left if you want. Exhale, chaturanga. Heart lifts with your in-breath. And then either down dog or great place for a child's pose. So give yourself a moment, friends. Just notice all that energy moving around, flowing around, circulating around inside of you. It is always there. Sometimes it just becomes harder to connect with it. So feel yourself as an energetic being. Feel your breath as life energy flowing through every space inside. And just notice whatever there is to notice going on inside of you. In your next few rounds, my friends, find your way back once again into downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. From your dog pose, inhale your right leg to the sky. And then exhale, step your right foot to the top of your space. This time, warrior two, pivot your back heel down, cartwheel your arms up. So your back foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back. As you bend into your front knee, really feel it track open towards your pinky toe. So wrap, not your foot, sorry. Wrap your butt cheek behind, or excuse me, underneath your body, sorry. Next time you breathe in, my friends, reach forward like you want to touch the front wall. Reach, reach, reach. When you can't reach anymore, tip it over. So right hand towards the ground, left towards the sky. You can also bring right elbow to your right thigh. You might also reach your left arm forward, or if the bind is in your practice, please feel free to take it. Left arm wraps behind you. Maybe right hand reaches up and possibly hands clasp. Whatever variation you are in, try to keep your heart open. So your heart wants to look up at the sky, not down at the ground. How can you help that action? Take 2 more rounds. And then from here, we're moving into a half moon. So right hand reaches forward. You might even grab a block if you've got one. Float your back foot up. Yeah, good job. Keep your hips open. Keep your heart open. Your heart, it's still trying to look up at the sky. See if you can let it. Squeeze through your outer right glute to let your hips open more. So it's like you're pressing your hips towards the windows. Your left arm can reach up. If you want, you could even find the bind here. Bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Take last couple breaths, your pose, your expression, even if that means you're falling out. See if you can come back to a warrior two with a soft landing, maybe. Good. Take just one last moment, settle in. Let's inhale, reverse, reach up and back. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. So pivot to the ball of your back foot. From low lunge, take your right leg back and up. Open your right hip up. And then when you're ready, pigeon pose, right shin to the front of your mat, top of your mat. If you'd rather take this on your back or in a seat or any other way, please feel free. Take care of yourself. Regular pigeoners. Pull your right butt cheek up and back like that invisible rope is now attached to your right butt cheek. So you should not have your right butt plopped on the ground. Right butt cheek pulls up and back as your heart works its way forward and down. Yes, good awareness. I love it. Thank you. Then just use your breath to soften. So every exhalation, something inside of you, whether it's physical or energetic, I do not care, but something softens, something lets go. Take about 3 to 5 more rounds here. Big, expansive inhale. All the way to empty with your exhales. Open mouth sigh, always welcome. In your next couple of rounds, start your own mindful transition back to down dog, however you would like to get there. If you're on your back and you know you want to take pigeon on your back on the left side, you can stay there and just take some neutralizing movements on your back instead. Otherwise, downward facing dog. Once you get there, walk it out. If you want to move through a vinyasa, please feel free. Once you are back in your dog pose, just feel, just notice. Right side versus left side. Right leg versus left leg. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step, or sorry, if you're on your back, you better join us because we have a few things to do. Step your left foot through. I got ahead of myself. We got to do some warrior two. So once your left foot is at the top of your mat, back heel pivots down, Virabhadrasana 2. So rise up, settle in. Your left knee, rather than falling in and your butt sticking out, you want to wrap your left butt cheek underneath you. Feel your left knee track open. Yeah, so good. Very nice. Next inhalation, reach forward like you want to touch the front wall. So reach, 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 reach. And then when you can't reach anymore, only your arms have to change. Left towards the ground, right towards the sky. Or please feel free to take your right arm forward, bicep next to your ear, or half or full bind. Right arm wraps behind your back. Maybe your left hand grabs, hold. Heart is open. Your left toe should be facing directly forward. Your right toe should be facing directly towards the right wall. Your left knee should be tracking open towards your pinky toe. Last couple breaths. Really good variations. See if you can move now into your half moon. Last balancing pose. You got this. I know you're tired. Give your body your awareness and your breath. So you're holding yourself with your loving awareness just a little longer. Nice, Jody. If your back leg is lifted, make it strong, active. If you want to bind the pose, bend your right knee, grab your right foot. Last couple of rounds, wherever you are working. Back leg strong. If it feels like it's heavy, probably because you're not engaging the muscles in it. So active through your right foot. One last big inhale. And then see if you can come back to a warrior two stance, soft landing maybe. Once you get there, adjust if needed. Take just a moment to settle. Hips are open, heart is open. Next inhalation, reverse. Just reach up and back, lengthen. And then cartwheel your hands down, low lunge position. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. Three-legged down dog. Take your left leg up and back. Open your left hip. Okay, now pigeon pose. Left shin to the top of your mat. Or if you want to take it on your back, please feel free. So try to get your left knee all the way out to the width of your mat, towards the left long edge of your mat. So if you don't have your left knee wide, you're missing the external rotation in your hip. And then if you're just plopping your butt down on the ground, which I know is tempting, try instead, rather than just plopping down, try to lift your left butt cheek up and pull it back like there's a rope attached to it, pulling back. And then as your left butt cheek pulls back, heart moves forward and down. You're all good. Bring your foot closer to you and then lift your butt up. That's your pose. Keep that. So if you need to, at first, you can have that, and that's what you want to feel. So eventually, you want to be able to hold that without the block there. So you're using your own strength to hold it. Yeah. Big, deep breaths. Sigh it out anytime. Last 2 or 3 big deep breaths. Feel free to sigh it out. And again, or for reals this time, I guess, you can stay on your back if you want. Wait for us there. Take neutralizing movements there. Otherwise, start to find one last transition back to your down dog. So however you'd like to get there. And if you want one last vinyasa as well, now is your time to take it. Just big, spacious breaths wherever you end up. So either down dog, or if you feel like a child's pose instead, fine with me. And then if you're in child's pose or down dog, just give yourself a couple more rounds there to really feel, into all the length and space you've created, or to maybe just feel into a connection to the earth, grounding energy, like you're vacuuming it up into your body. And then everyone, however you would like to get there in your next few rounds, start a transition down onto your back. And you can face whichever direction you prefer. Once you're on your back, hug your knees in gently and just take a little rock from side to side. All right, set your feet on the ground with your knees bent. And we're going to play with an exercise in bridge pose that is intended to help you feel your mid-back strength and mobility. So many of us, we have strength and mobility in our lower back and our upper back, but our mid-back gets lost somewhere in there, and we don't even know how to engage the muscles in our mid-back. So this is maybe going to feel weird to you, but invitation to try something a little different. So arms down by your sides, feet hips width distance apart, all 10 toes face forward. Your heels should come straight down from your knees. So if you're reaching your fingertips down, you should be able to graze the backs of your heels. A lot of you think you have really wide hips. So not super wide with your feet, just hips width distance. Exhale, pull your belly button down, scoop your tailbone up, and then inhale, peel your spine up off your mat, coming into your bridge. Once you get into your bridge, see if you can shimmy your shoulders and work your shoulders underneath you a little bit more. Bring your arms to what I call robot arms. So bend your elbows, palms face each other, fingertips face the sky. Your hips are lifted. You're in bridge pose with robot arms. Press down through the back of your arms, your tricep muscles. Press down through the back of your head. Now, here's the fun part. Take one more inhale here. Imagine you're squeezing an invisible yoga block with your inner thighs. Exhale, lower just your butt down. So you're going to create a tunnel under the middle of your back. Just your butt goes down. There's a tunnel under your mid-back. Inhale, lift just your butt back up into your full bridge. Yes. Exhale, lower just your butt down. So imagine I have a rolled up yoga mat and I want to slide it horizontally underneath the middle of your spine. You're trying to create a tunnel for me to do so. If you cannot get your butt all the way down, just lower your butt as far as you can and then lift it back up. This is probably going to feel weird because many of us do not have mobility or even awareness in our mid-back. So lifting and lowering, every time your butt lowers, see if you can lift your ribs higher. See if you can lift your heart higher. Yeah, really good. If you did 10 of these every single day, I bet your entire back body would change. The muscles in your back, the way you stand, the way you sit, your posture. Take maybe 2 or 3 more just like this. You guys are doing great. And then eventually just come back into your regular bridge pose with your hips lifted. Good, 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 good. Once you're in regular bridge, my friends, work your shoulders out from underneath you. Reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Take one more inhale in your bridge. Keep reaching your arms straight up, one vertebra at a time. Set your spine back down. It's like your spine is a string of pearls, one pearl at a time. Once you get back down onto the ground, neutral spine, grab opposite elbows above your chest. Bring your feet mat width distance apart. Inhale here. And as you exhale, both of your knees fall to the right side. Pull your elbows to the left and maybe gaze to your right. Inhale, bring your knees back through center. Your feet are wide. Bring your elbows back through center. Exhale, other side. So knees go left, elbows pull right. Maybe you gaze left. Go back and forth just like this a few more times. If you don't like having your hands grabbing your elbows, you can do something different with your arms. So go slow enough that you can feel the space in your low back. You can feel your hips. Yes, good job. And then when you feel complete with these, you can let them go. Just bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Let your feet stay wide and your knees fall in towards one another. Yes, this is constructive rest pose. So you're not doing much of anything, just resting. But there is something happening. There is space being created. So for a moment, just feel into the space in your low back and your pelvic bowl. Send your breath down into that space. Just notice whatever it is that you are experiencing, that you are feeling in your body. If you love it here and you'd like to stay here, that is absolutely fine with me. You can stay here the rest of class. But otherwise, as you are ready, just hug your knees towards your belly and take a little rock from side to side. Then move into any supine twist that you would like to take with your knees going to either side first, just with awareness of the space around you. So knees go to one side and your opposite arm might reach out the opposite direction, or maybe a goalpost with your opposite arm against the ground. And just send your breath down into your belly. Bless you. Debug you, is that okay? And then as you're ready, my friends, just find your way to the other side. Take your time. So not just plopping your knees over to the other side. Maybe take a moment as you come through center to neutralize. Another side, big deep breaths. Even as you are winding down, even as you are letting yourself be held by the ground, your breath is still big and spacious, just a little bit longer. So Ujjayi, translated from Sanskrit, it means victorious. So your victorious breath, it's big, powerful, dynamic, but it's also slow and steady and calming, regulating for our nervous system. When you feel pretty even on both sides with your twist, friends, bring your knees back to center. Take a moment to neutralize again, however you'd like. And then find any inversion of your choice for about 7 to 10 rounds. So anything that puts your hips and or your legs higher than your heart. Make it more restorative if that's how you feel. Make it more challenging if you want a challenge. And if an inversion is not what sounds good to you, you can choose something else. When you feel complete with your inversion, and please take your time, but eventually just start to ease your way out and move through any finishing poses that you would like to take just to finish off your own practice. So maybe a happy baby, maybe a little tiny potato bug ball now on your back. Squeeze your knees in, give yourself a big hug. Maybe you just want to roll out your wrists and your ankles, or give yourself a little temple massage even. And eventually just start to find your way into your own Shavasana. So traditionally, Shavasana is taken in corpse pose. Just legs extended, arms out to your sides. If there's some other way that you would be more comfortable, some other way that you would like to take Shavasana, please feel free. And at this point, you can let your breath just become completely effortless. Just let your body give in, let it melt, let it be heavy against the ground. I have just a short poem for you as you settle in. This is from the poet called Maya. She says, "And now I know I must take care of my own garden. I must water myself. I must cut the weeds away. I must accept the rain and bathe in the sunshine so that I am able to grow. I have been tending to yours for so long, I almost forgot how to take care of mine. And now I know I must take care of my own garden. I must water myself. I must cut the weeds away. I must accept the rain and bathe in the sunshine so that I am able to grow. I have been tending to yours for so long, I almost forgot how to take care of mine." So these last few moments, friends, this is your time. You don't have to be anywhere else for anybody else. You don't have to fix anything, control anything. You cannot control anything from within these four walls. So give yourself this time to just rest, to just let go of effort, let go of doing. Allow yourself to simply just be for these last few moments of practice. Shavasana. Take a great big inhale and let it go. And just slowly start to bring movement back into your body. Go through fingers and toes. Eventually, no rush, take your time, but eventually roll to fetal position on either side. You can use your arm as a little pillow for your head if you'd like, as you curl into yourself for one last moment in this nurturing pose. And as you rest on your side, just really use your imagination, use your third eye, visualize all the energy from your practice, all the effort, anything that you want to take with you, you want to remember, anything that came through for you, visualize it just seeping into your being, integrating into your body in some way, shape, or form. I like to imagine little stardust, little pieces of stardust just twinkling around and then disappearing, becoming part of me. Using your arms, slowly guide yourself up into seated meditation. It's facing forward now towards the front of your mat, in front of our space. As you come into your seat, notice, do you feel different than you did 90 minutes ago when you sat here? What's shifted? Anything at all? Just notice. No judgment, just observation, curiosity. And gather your hands to your heart, prayer hands or one palm stacked on top of the other. And we'll close our practice together with one big Om. So Om symbolically is the sound of the universe. It's a sound that existed before anything else was here. The sound that one day everything that's here will one day return to. So let this be your vibration, your expression. Don't worry how your voice sounds. Nobody cares. But just focus on how it feels to express out your mouth. So start by exhaling, letting go. Clear your throat if you need to. And then breathe in your voice. Fill up with it. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing your energy, your practice, and for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. You're so welcome. Thank you, my friends. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And if you did not pay on your way in, please pay on your way out.
What about you? My goodness, you're crazy. You are the craziest girl. You are the craziest.
It's good to have you back. Maybe it was me that was gone, though. I don't know. A little bit of both. Good job, ladies. You survived. Eric was holding it down with you back here. Yeah. Good job. Thank you. Thank you.